Motivation feels powerful in the moment. It hits after a video, a speech, a win, or a burst of emotion. Suddenly you feel unstoppable. You promise yourself this time will be different. You make plans, you set goals, you feel ready, and then life happens. Energy drops, mood changes, stress shows up, the feeling disappears, and so does the action. That's not a personal flaw, that's the nature of motivation. Motivation is emotional, and emotions are unstable. Motivation depends on how you feel. If you feel inspired, you act. If you feel tired, you wait. If you feel stressed, you delay. If you feel discouraged, you quit. That means your progress is controlled by your emotional state, and emotions are unreliable. They change daily, sometimes hourly. They're influenced by sleep, food, stress, comparison, and external validation. Building a serious life on motivation is like building a house on weather. Eventually, it collapses. Motivation creates a dangerous habit: waiting. The biggest damage motivation does isn't that it fades, it's that it trains you to wait. Wait until you feel confident, wait until you feel ready, wait until the timing feels right, wait until the fear goes away. But readiness is a myth. People who wait for motivation stay stuck because action is always postponed to a future mood that may never arrive. This is why so many people know what to do but never do it. They're waiting for permission from their feelings. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. Discipline doesn't care about mood. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't argue. It doesn't wait. Discipline executes because the decision was already made. You don't wake up and ask, do I feel like showing up today? You show up because that's the standard. That's the difference. Motivation asks, how do I feel? Discipline asks, what needs to be done? And progress lives in that second question. Why wealthy and successful people don't rely on motivation. High performers understand something most people don't. Feelings are a terrible foundation for consistency. Wealthy people don't wait to feel inspired to work. They don't wait to feel confident to invest. They don't wait to feel excited to train, build, or learn. They move first. Action creates clarity. Action creates confidence. Action creates momentum. They trust systems, not moods. That's why their progress looks boring from the outside and inevitable in hindsight. Motivation is loud. Discipline is invisible. Motivation looks good on social media. It's dramatic, emotional, easy to consume, easy to agree with. Discipline looks boring. It's repetitive, quiet, unseen, uncelebrated. No one applauds the person who shows up every day. No one notices the routines. No one sees the early mornings and consistent effort until years later when results appear. That's when people say, you're lucky. Luck had nothing to do with it. Discipline works on bad days, and that's why it wins. Motivation works on good days. Discipline works on bad ones. On the days you're tired. On the days you doubt yourself. On the days nothing feels rewarding. Those are the days that decide your future. Anyone can perform when energy is high. Very few people perform when energy is low. Discipline doesn't eliminate resistance. It trains you to move through it, and that skill compounds faster than talent ever could. Motivation focuses on outcomes. Discipline focuses on process. Motivation is obsessed with results. How fast will this work? What if I fail? Is this worth it? That obsession creates pressure and anxiety. Discipline removes the noise by shifting focus. You stop chasing outcomes and start honoring process. Did you show up today? Did you follow the system? Did you execute the plan? When the process becomes the win, consistency becomes easier, and results follow naturally. Discipline is built through systems, not willpower. Willpower runs out. Systems don't. People who rely on motivation burn out because they push without structure. People who rely on discipline design their lives to reduce friction. They schedule tasks instead of relying on memory, build routines that remove decision-making, prepare environments that support focus, make failure inconvenient. They don't ask themselves to be strong. They make strength automatic. That's the real secret. Why most people stay stuck? Most people don't fail because they lack ability. They fail because they keep restarting. Every time motivation fades, they stop. Then they wait for the next wave of inspiration to begin again. That cycle feels productive, but it produces nothing. Discipline breaks the cycle. It keeps you moving when motivation leaves. And because it keeps you moving, motivation eventually returns. But now it's built on progress, not hype. The shift that changes everything. You don't need to feel motivated. You need to decide who you are. I'm the kind of person who shows up. I'm the kind of person who finishes. I'm the kind of person who doesn't wait on feelings. Once action becomes identity, motivation becomes irrelevant. You don't chase it. You don't need it. You move without it. Motivation feels good, but it fails under pressure. Discipline feels boring, but it works under any condition. If you're tired of starting over, stop waiting to feel ready. Build systems, set standards, remove negotiation. You don't need motivation, you need structure. If this message hit home, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who keeps waiting for motivation to show up, because once you stop relying on feelings, you start taking control of your life.